Hey, what's happening, guys? Dan Darrow here with another Options and Play video update. So it's kind of a little choppy out there the last few days, and I know if you guys are like me and if you've been playing a lot of these tech names, that there's been a lot of like mixed action, a lot of head fakes, right? And this follows along like a 2 week stretch where we've had some really nice moves, some really big breakouts on a lot of high profile names. And one of the things we were talking about in the VTF today, and what I just wanted to highlight is, kind of reading the tape and figuring out like when like that breakout you were focused on has turned in from like a breakout to a breakout failure, right? And not every breakout's going to scream higher. I mean, it'd be great if it does, but not every breakout's going to do that, especially not when like the tape's a little bit slower, right? Like it is right now. So, if a stock breaks out and it consolidates, I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? And one of the examples I want to use is Snap, right? So, 64.50 to 65 was a huge level for Snap. Failed a ton of times, and then it finally got through it last week, right? Now, you did have like a nice extension to the 69 initially, right? But now it's been chopping and spinning. Like there have been instances where I thought it was going to extend higher this week and it hasn't gone, right? Does that mean that the trade is toast? No. That just means that it's not ready to go into like that next gear and really start to leg up through 70 right now. But the important thing is that it's holding above this big resistance range, right? So it broke through, the volume was strong, and now it's holding above it. So it's like, yes, would I like to see this much higher a lot quicker? Obviously. But is it a breakout failure? No, not in my opinion, because it's holding a higher range. It's well above that resistance. And right now, to me, it seems like it's building like a new higher base to set up like that next leg up, right? Now, on the other hand, Palantir, right? It took a long time for Palantir to trade through 25. There were a lot of instances where it pushed up into the level, right? Failed, 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 finally broke out. Again, big volume, right? That confirmed the breakout. Extension, extension, extension. Right now, unfortunately, you see that it's reversed really quickly and now it's slid back below that resistance range, right? So, whereas Snap broke out extension base, Palantir broke out reversal and now has slid back underneath the resistance range. So to me, that looks more of like a breakout failure, right? Like that's a pattern where I want to be more cautious because it took a long time for it to trade through 25, and now after 3 days, it's sunk right back below it, right? And now it's threatening to reset that long resistance range, right? So not every breakout is the same, right? Like, yes, you can approach it with like a similar option strategy, right? Like you can target it with like short-term options, but then whether you stick with those options and maybe roll those options, that's going to be determined by what the stock does, right? So you want to see the stock hold above that resistance range. You want to use that resistance range as your focus point because having taken several sessions, several weeks, several months to clear a key resistance area, you want that resistance area to turn into support if it does backtest it, or even better, what Snap is doing, hold a much higher level, right? Because that gives you confidence that buyers are getting more aggressive, and then the prices can start to keep climbing higher, right? So the fact that it's sunk right back below resistance is a little bit more concerning, and I'd be more cautious, right? So not every breakout is created equal. And right now, with things a little bit choppier and a little bit more mixed action, you just want to make sure that you have like stops in place and are taking trades as they move in your favor because you don't want to let reversals come back and then a nice option trade turns into a bad option trade. All right. So July 4th weekend, we got Monday off, but then we get back into July and earnings season is going to be here before you know it. All right. So things are going to pick up real quick. If you like this video and you're looking for more information about day trading with options or some of these breakout patterns and how to approach them with options, please follow up with the link in the description of the video for more information on options and play. Have a wonderful night, stay well, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.